Yo, what up, Steinway? What's going on, Rusty? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're checking in from. We got the Azerbaijan Grand Prix today. Excited. Just waiting on everybody to get into the lobby before we get going. Fuck, this coffee's good. Yo, what's up, everyone who's tuning in? Round 8 of the Tier 2 season. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. So Steinmine has been promoted to Tier 1. So his points are no longer being counted in Tier 2. And he was the championship leader, so he was at 129 points. But at this rate, Yuppie, who was in second position at 106 points, he's going to be in the lead. So he's leading the championship standings. We got Vapor just behind him, 5 points behind, at 101 points, and he's in a McLaren. And NAFTA as well, because NAFTA's got 99 points. Now, the thing is, it doesn't look like NAFTA is making it today. So we'll see what happens. Yo, yo, yo.
Hello, hello, Terrible. What's up?
We're live. How you doing?
Alright, I'm doing good.
You want to know something funny?
Oh, wait a second.
I
What did you
can
say, Terrible?
hear it going back. You want to know something funny? All right. So, you know how the parties are different now
Oh,
on
what do you
the
mean?
on the PS4. You can't just invite someone to a party. You have to invite them to a message group first.
Oh,
So you didn't realize that?
no. I noticed some different icons, some names and shit.
Yeah.
I got invite from Hochi. Wait a second.
But yeah, as I was doing a solo to begin with, and I didn't realize that I wasn't in a party, so I was like, oh, Yuppie's in first place with 106 points, Vapor in second place with blah 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 blah, and like all the drivers could hear me. So imagine if I would have done that while everyone was racing. Everyone would have been like, "Shut up."
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so excited for this track.
That was really fun. I really enjoy this track. I always bring some, some unexpected things like safety cars and people that don't break the front ring. I like this track.
I think there's a lot of opportunities for side-by-side racing too, because a lot of the turns, like turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4, and even like turn 5 and almost, but they're all, you can go side by side with them because they're pretty
the
standard.
90 degrees turns.
Very simple to understand in your head, like, it's not like a Rouge or something.
Yeah, but sector 2 is hard to go side by side.
Oh.
Better to just trail someone.
yeah, very, very difficult.
Alright, be right back.
Okay. All right, here we go. Qualifying's gonna start.
So we got a low turnout today?
Yeah, 12 drivers today.
At least everybody will be scoring points then.
A lot of points today. A lot of points on offer.
Well, it will be interesting to see what Hochi will do. He was dominating the last 2 races.
Well, that, in his own words, right? He's great. While there's still a lot of improvement for him with other tracks to get back to where he was, before his recovery. He's always said that Spain, Monaco, and Baku were his strong tracks, and they just happen to be back to back to back in our calendar.
Well, if he can drive so fast on these tracks, I'm sure he can do on the other tracks as well. There's so much technique involved in me drive so fast.
Right.
You can apply those to other tracks as well.
I agree. I think in time, what we're going to see is that Hochi's true pace is definitely in Tier 1.
Oh, for sure.
Long term. And it's just a matter of, for him regaining his muscle memory, and it's going to happen. Just a matter of time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, some cars already out.
Yeah. What is that? Looks like Spitcheck's out in the Renault, Daily Dose of Death in the Williams, Oso in the Haas, Frankie Football Beast in the AlphaTauri. So I know Hochi was in the 138, I think, in time trial.
That's quick, right?
Yeah, I know, because I was like a second off myself. I'm not that quick here. What was your best time in time trial?
I haven't done much practice for this race yet. I've done the track before, it's another league, but I'm not sure what the time was.
Yeah.
But I think around 39 something, maybe.
Yeah. And Vapor, so he's going to try the gamble of qualifying on the mediums. We'll see how that works out.
Maybe he's trying for a 2-stopper during the race.
You think so, starting on mediums?
He might, because I don't think you can make it on the medium to soft strategy.
No, you can't. And
maybe if you have some marvelous setup and some careful driving throughout the race, but
you know who actually was?
Safety car.
You know who was actually able to pull off a one-stop soft to medium strategy was Yuppie in a practice race 2 days ago.
Oh, Yuki has some amazing tire management.
He really does.
That from China race, right?
Yeah.
He drove like the entire race on one set of tires.
That and he was able to do 30 laps on the mediums at Monaco, which it seems to be doable, but I wouldn't have wanted to risk going that long.
Just one bit of traction and gone mission problem.
Yeah, exactly. And this track is another one with tire wear because your rears, if you want to be fast around here, you need to set up that oversteers a little bit, I find. And when that's the case, the rears start to go really quickly, and I feel like it's a lot more difficult to control the car when the rears start to go.
I think you want a bit of understeering. I think I have a setup that's quite understeering for this track.
Maybe I've gone the wrong.
Fast on the straights.
I might have gone with the wrong setup here, but yeah, the one I have is very oversteery, just to get the car to rotate around the slow corners.
Especially the camera too. It's important.
Yeah. Let's see. So who? It looks like most of the guys here are on their laps. We'll go on board with that Domingos. Oso's going to start his lap. Domingos just put in the fastest sector too. So he's flying at the moment.
Let's see what time he set.
Yeah, we're on board with Domingos. Oh, I
so
really.
Who's your expected winner here on this track?
I think Hochi has a really strong chance of winning the race, but Vapor has been strong.
Yuppie as well.
Yuppie has been strong. And the guys have put in a pretty good time. So Domingos with a 140.999, Vapor with a 142. Now he's on the mediums, and then Frankie with a 142.623. Also crosses the line with a 145.0.
Yuppie, 41.3.
Yeah, nice lap by Yuppie. He's in second place provisionally, and he put in the fastest sector 3. So now Monkey Mafia is on the run down to the line. And this long straight is just going to be epic during the race with the slipstream battles, I think.
Yeah. You have to be really technical about your ERS deployment there.
You do.
You don't want to waste it all in one straight.
Yeah, because you have 2 straights here.
Yeah. But if you use it on the entire straight, it's gone.
It really is gone. What is your strategy on that? Because typically what I'm doing is seeing if the car behind me is closing the gap, and if not, I won't use it.
Yeah, I try to wait as long as possible with the overtake button.
Right.
To kind of surprise them, you know.
Right.
When you have DRS on and the slipstream, you probably going faster anyway. So you just want to use it when you're just side by side.
Right.
When you break the slipstream, that's when you want to use it.
That's true. That's true, because once you break out of that slipstream, you're hitting a wall of air, and you slow down.
Yeah, and you want like a bit of space, so you don't have to prevent hard in the next room.
Right. Just to get away a little bit.
Yeah.
Now the other thing I find tricky with this track, is the braking points, because you can really brake later than you think for a lot of the corners, but at the same time you're risking so much if you don't get the car rotated enough to clip the wall.
I'm a criminal. I use the racing line. It's a lot easier. You just kind of play it safe, especially on certain tracks like the gap cars, where you don't want to put much risk into it.
I should do that, but
so quickly.
I should do that, but I refuse to do that. But I should do that.
You don't gain that much time. You just want to go to exit to get good speed out of almost kind of straight section.
Yeah, I usually give up at least a tenth or two into the corner, and just so that I can regain it back on the exit. But it becomes a little tricky because then you have people around you who are braking later than you, and you just have to stay on your toes at this track, because people who do brake very late, there are a lot of opportunities for them to sneak in there.
But you can always stay behind someone and just wait.
Right. Now the trick is to be, if you get in front of somebody, to be able to brake break out of their DRS, and that's what's going to be tough.
Yeah,
But
that's the second game throughout the race.
right.
Getting into a DRS zone or going away out of the DRS zone.
It's like cat and mouse.
Yeah, cat and mouse game. Hochi just started his hot lap.
Yeah, Spitcheck had started his lap, but he's back into the pits, and I'm not sure what happened. Who else is there? Monkey Mafia saying hello in the chat. What's up, Monkey Mafia? It amazes me how these guys watch the stream, and some of them are racing.
I just want to focus entirely on the race.
I know, I don't want to know anything. No TV, no nothing. Alright, let's see. Who's on a lap? Yeah. So let's go on board with Hochi. Yeah, let's go on board with Hochi. So let's see what his Sector 3 looks like. Nice and late there. Cam's in the chat. Cam is a new addition to our Tier 1 as a reserve, and we're hoping to get him into a full-time seat as soon as possible. How's it going, Cam? We're happy to have you.
Yeah, Cam, I know you.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. I know this guy. What a brilliant racer that guy is. I'd love to race against that guy.
Always so close.
Always a pleasure. Alright, so Hochi, and he puts it on pole, so 139.5. So he's about
1.5 second quicker.
Yeah,
oh my lord.
A second and a half up.
He sets the bar quite high.
He really does. It's so exciting to see Hochi doing so well. I would imagine the guys are seeing that, and it's only pushing them to be do better than, or to be better than they even thought possible. Domingos crosses the line, so he's starting his hot lap. See if Domingos can improve here. Domingos had ran some practice sessions with some groups that. Oh, and he breaks out loose. He's going to lose a lot of time there, but he'll have time to do another run.
He seems like he's going to continue his hot lap.
Yeah. What do you do in that situation like that? Do you back off and then go slow and then do another hot lap?
Well, it depends how my first stint was.
Yeah.
If I know it was quite good, I just cancel it. If I know there's still some time to be made, I just continue.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you know when you did a good lap or not.
Right.
Where you can improve.
Right. Usually you do, right.
Usually.
Hopefully.
But one of the important things in this race is not destroying your wing.
Yeah.
You have to be fully focused the entire race.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the tracks where you really have to drive within your limit, whatever that limit is. Because I feel like once you start trying to go over your capacity, so to speak, that's when you're going to increase your chance of likelihood for errors, including, clipping your wing on a wall or even another driver.
It happens so quickly.
Right.
Even when you take off just fine and then you just bump it slightly and it's got a yellow.
Yeah.
That will hurt you so much.
Especially if you're on a one-stop, right? Because what if you already had your pit stop? So, yeah, he went into the pits. So what was he going to do about breaking that loose? Now you see what he's going to do. He's going to go in and get another run ready to go.
Paper just set the second time?
Yeah, P2. So he's about 2/10 up over Domingos. Let's see who else is crossing the line. I think Daily Dose is on the run down to the line, but he's already 2 laps on those soft tires. So with the tire wear, especially if you're trying to do a one-stopper being tough, I would say get in those pits.
Some races ago, there were some guys going like 4 laps on the same tire set.
Yeah, I saw that, and I don't know if you're going to go faster after the first few laps on the hot laps, but we'll see. Maybe they.
4D strategy behind it.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they know something we don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and he breaks out loose, and he hits the swing, so he's probably going to have to jump into the pits now. So who's on the run down to the line? So we've got Spitcheck.
Still got 1 stint left, 5 minutes left on the session.
Spitcheck just put in a time, so he's P10, so 143.171. And it looks like Vapor's going to cross the line as well. No, he's jumping into the pits. Let's go on board with Frankie. Let's see. So Cam says, do you think we're going to see one stop soft to hard or two stop soft to medium soft? I think it's going to be a mix, Cam. Well, what do you think we're going to see, Stein? Cam, that's a good question.
Well, if there's no safety cars, I think the best option should be the one-stopper.
Yeah.
Too hard. But safety cars do happen a lot on this track.
And Yuppie just puts it into P2, so he's 0.08 of a second above Vapor. But I agree with you there. I think definitely a one-stop because it can seem to roughly keep up with the pace of the two-stoppers, roughly, and then you're not having to go into the pits again. So it seems to be a better strategy. Yeah, Monkey Mafia said he's going to go 3 stops. Hopefully not, Monkey Mafia. Hopefully not.
Maybe he's still too optimistic.
I think Monkey Mafia is being modest because he's been doing really great in the last few races, really consistent. I'm hoping to see Monkey Mafia with a top 5 here today, but we'll leave that up to Monkey Mafia. Oh, and Joe G, it's early in the morning and he overslept. He said he's
still join?
I think you might even still be able to join, Joe. Let me see. I can try to invite him. Joe. Where's Joe? There we go. I just sent you an invite, Joe. I think you should be able to still join the race. You might not be able to qualify though. But anyway, we're on board with who is this? This is Nico John. I think Frankie crosses the line again. So Frankie's going to try the medium tires.
Interesting strategy. Because surely you work out quite well because you don't have any traffic after the pit stops from the soft riders.
Well, yeah, and then everyone at the start is going to be battling with each other and.
Yeah, you have clear air.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So Nico into the pits. Vapor starting a hot lap. Spit check back out there on the mediums. So Vapor is 7 hundredths of a second behind Yappy. Let's see what.
He just improved his time in 1/10 improvement.
Wow. No, he was at a 139.5. Yeah, he just went a second faster. That's amazing. That really is amazing.
We got Hochi and then we got like a battle for P2.
Yeah, pretty much.
From P4.
It's kind of seeming like, well, nowadays Hamilton, but do you remember Vettel in his Red Bull days? And he was just always on pole, always 20 seconds ahead of everybody. Yeah, he really does, Cam.
But I didn't watch the start of the T2 race, but Hochi crashed quite soon, right? Or
I believe he got wing damage at some point, and he had to pit early on the hards, and he made it come back through the field. Something like that. Yeah.
Football beasts, retired.
Yeah, Vapor put in the fastest sector too. So let's see what's gonna happen here. He only needs 7 hundredths of a second to get past Yappy for the first row. And he gets it. He's 3/10 up, a little over 3/10 up over Yappy. So that'll be a nice battle to watch here as we finish up qualifying. Spit check on a run down to the line.
Still in the pit, he won't be able to improve, I think. Oh, he will, sorry. Goes out now.
Ochi jumps into the pit. Monkey Mafia started his hot lap. Let's go on board with one of his racing points. Who is this? Domingos. So he's on a hot lap. He's about 3/10 behind Yuppie. Can he jump Yuppie? And he's jumping into the pits. So it won't be right now. Joji, yeah, he's in. Yeah, he's in. Just in the nick of time. He won't be able to qualify, but we'll look for him charging through the field. That's a good question, Cam. He could also still do the one stop to the hard, so we'll see. So we're on board with Monkey Mafia. This is his final run. He's down in P9. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, he looks like he's going definitely faster than a 1:43, which is what he did previously. Looks like he just set a faster sector too.
Yeah, but I think that might be a good because
everybody. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Spitcher crosses the line.
It's a bit of a confidence boost just for everybody.
I think that's what it is, honestly. And he puts it into P6. Oh. So nice lap. Nice lap by Monkey Mafia. Let's see, who else is still yet to go? I think that's going to be it, actually. This is going to be our order.
Yeah, they got the order, yeah.
Yeah, this will be our order. So Hochi with the 138.489. Really nice lap by Hochi. Not too far behind is Vapor. So Vapor within a second. I think that's a pretty good benchmark, all things considered. And Yuppie just behind him in the Mercedes, so.
The usual suspects.
Yeah, pretty much. And then it's nice to see the Racing Points. The Racing Points who have been doing pretty damn good this year in terms of their consistency. Racing Points actually.
Maybe they can help each other.
I think so. They can DRS train each other to get further up. So they're
maybe different strategy as well.
That too. They're at 171 points now, so they're 11 points behind Red Bull, who's in third. So they're in fourth. A lot of points on offer for Racing Point today. And hopefully, whoever we've got as a winner, we can maybe invite them for a word or two after the race.
Get some interview.
I think with what's going to happen in this race, we're going to have to. We really are, because it's going to be one hell of a race. I think we're going to see a ton of action, a lot of overtakes. As much as we try to keep our nose clean in this league, I think we're going to see a lot of drama, some contact, and it's going to be a cracking race.
But sometimes I think, this is going to be a derby with crashing and losing front wings, and then just nothing happens.
That's true.
It's like commentator curses something.
Right. So there's our order. Frankie actually was able to put those his fastest lap on the medium, so we're going to have to watch him. His pace is usually pretty consistent. I think on that strategy, he can potentially get a top 5 finish.
Yeah, I agree. He's like the only one is trying to do something different, and it can pay off quite well most when you're in these kind of situations.
Yep. Especially if everyone starts battling really hard at the front, losing time.
Yeah, but even if there's one safety car, you can get some quite some advantage out of it.
Yeah. Especially if you're right by the pit entrance.
I'm wondering what weather conditions will be. Rain will be so much fun.
Oh no! Well, unfortunately for today, it's gonna be dry.
It might change.
Good. Yeah, yeah. So the lobby's loading up here so that we can go on our formation lap and get this race going. It's a bit of a run down to the first corner too from the grid. Not the longest, but there'll be plenty of time for people to get a good reaction and try to get a leg up on the car ahead.
Shit.
So everyone is reviewing their pit strategies, their tire strategies. Joe, I would say try to finish the race if you're in there. All right, so the guys are on the formation lap. There's the expected strategy. So again, looks like we're going to have a dry race.
The guys got 2 people on the hards as well.
On hard tires?
Yeah, sorry, hard tires.
I didn't even see that. Let's see. You're right. Daly and Joe. I don't think that's a bad strategy, actually.
Oh, might be good, because the first few laps are slow, so you can wait behind someone if your pace is proper, and then you got the DRS later on.
And then the softs only last the maximum, I think, of like 8 laps.
Yeah, 8 laps, 9 if you really push it.
Right. So even after like 2 or 3 laps, the soft tires start really fading.
And some major hold up of the castle section.
Yeah, I think people touched there.
Vapor and Yuppie will have cool tires.
Yep, so they're losing that.
Might hurt them.
Yep. Oh, he didn't have a choice. He'll get his points for his regular team style. Simon is asking why Joe's in the Mercedes. Joe joined late, so he was forced into a car. We'll track his points correctly. So this is shaping up nice for Hochi because he's able to keep his nose clean through that formation lap to make sure he gets that tire the temperatures up. Meanwhile,
rushing forward.
Yeah.
He wants to start.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, Vapor and Yuppie are going to be on cold tires, so they're not going to be able to brake as late. They're not going to be able to get as good of a launch. So this is pretty much securing Hochi staying in first place after the first few corners.
Yeah, but he might get some interference because those 2 behind with cold tires might have some lockups in the first corner.
They could. But they could. I mean, hopefully we don't see that, but they could. But at the same time, I would also say that the issues that would cause their lockup would also cause them to get a not as good of a start, so to be further back. At least I would think. But we'll see.
Let's see and find out.
Yeah, we're going to have to find out. And now the grid's fully formed up. And, yep, here we go. And they're off.
Oh, we got
Hochi.
Hochi started early.
And I wonder if that would be a penalty.
Will be a drive-through.
Let's see. I'm actually. Oh, and a lot of action in turn one, and it looks like everyone's just about able to get through. Yeah, it looks like everyone's just about able to get through. So nice driving by everybody to get through the first few corners.
Look at Monkey Mafia, second place already.
Wow. So he got a great jump on everybody. But that's that cold tires for Yuppie and Vapor.
Yeah, I guess so. Monkey Mafia took advantage out of it.
I'm actually going to check the race director to see. So no, it doesn't look like Hochi got a penalty or anything for that. So it could just be the lights turning off separately for the different drivers or whatever. But at any rate, yeah, he's 7 seconds ahead. So the guys are going to have to really push if they want to catch him. So, yeah, Monkey Mafia up 4 spots since the start. Rusty up 4 spots since the start. Really nice starts by these guys. Frankie up 2 spots.
No, I don't think there was any major incident.
No,
it was good for Le Mans.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think the guys did really well to get through turns 1, 2, and 3, and 4 in a somewhat orderly fashion, as chaotic as it could be here.
It's always so tight and people want to gain positions.
Right.
There's a wall so close at every turn.
Well, some of these corners too, as you're approaching the braking zone, the track starts to constrict a little bit too, so it's very difficult. And Yuppie gets past. Yeah,
and Monkey Mafia goes for a.
Oh,
retake, no?
Yeah, but that's a smart move because he's gonna get the slipstream here. So let's.
He's using the overtake button, but I don't think
he's not close enough. No, he backs off.
Well, he's right. No, he backs off.
And Domingos looks like he just got past Frankie. So he's
going quite well as well.
Yeah, he is. Rusty's been doing a lot of laps here.
Already 3 positions up.
Yeah. I have him as 4 positions up.
4, yeah. The grid just finished.
So we'll stay on board with Monkey. Monkey's just behind Yuppie. They're going up through the castle section. Very tricky, technical part of the circuit. And this part is so important, the exit, because you're flat out all through here, all the way down into the braking zone. And there's a yellow in sector 2. So it looks like, who is that? Oh, Nico John. Yeah, he spun in the castle exit. The same exit we were talking about.
You lose quite quick the traction.
You do.
Acceleration too quickly.
That, and you go over the top of a crust, so that your rears become completely unloaded.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Monkey. Oh, and Vapor has a great run on Monkey. Vapor got a run on Monkey, and he's passed on the main straight. But Rusty.
The retake. This will be interesting. Side to side in turn 1.
Let's see. Oh, and Vapor's just ahead. Really nice racing by these guys. Giving each other.
I think Monkey Mafia just backed off a bit.
Yeah, he did.
Safe.
He did. But in a way, that's kind of what you got to do. Maybe the battle has been won, but the war is not over. The fight continues.
As long as you can stay within the 1 second window.
Right. And it does look now like Yuppie and Vapor's pace is starting to really come through, because they do seem to have a much quicker pace than Monkey. But Monkey will...
1.5 seconds behind.
Yeah, he'll continue fighting. Because if he can stay with them, he can make something happen. And Rusty battling hard with Domingos. Domingos almost made the pass on Rusty, but very nice driving by both of them. Really nice driving by Rusty to defend that position. We're on board with Domingos. He's in P6. He's just behind Rusty. They're going up to the castle. Very technical part of the circuit.
A bit of a rocket.
He did. And Rusty gets a pretty nice exit. Yeah, they both get pretty good exits.
Rusty is going running away.
And Cam said he missed the start, but yeah, not one DNF so far. Yeah, these guys did really well to to take protect their cars, so to speak, because they're going to need it for the Grand Prix.
Domingos is looking for an
Yeah,
overtake right now.
yeah, he's got a great run on Rusty. He's going to have DRS as well.
DRS as well. Yeah, clean overtake.
There he goes.
Rusty is all out of energy already.
Yeah.
He's used. Oh,
but that's my thing too. That as much as I try to like be strategic about my energy usage, I usually just use everything I have on the straight, and I run out like halfway through.
you don't want that to happen.
I know.
There's so much racing to do.
I know. So who else? So Rusty's 5/10 behind Domingos. He's going to try to keep up here, but Domingos was in P5. I think he was in P4 at the start. So
P4.
yeah. And Nico John, unfortunately, had he lost control in the castle section of the circuit, and he was in P5 to start, and now he's in P12. So he'll be looking to try to do something. No, he didn't pit yet.
So I don't think he has damage then.
No, you know, the only person that pit was broken. I think he must have had some kind of damage.
Maybe because Nico Johnston.
It could be that. But let's see who else.
The field is a bit widening out.
It's starting to spread a bit. So we're on board with Football Beast in 7th. He's just behind Rusty, and he tags the wall. So he's lost his front right end plate. So now his race is going to be compromised, and you can see that he's running wide already. So this has compromised Frankie's race because he was going to try to go long on these medium tires, but I wonder what the... Yeah, I think pit now, but we'll see what he does. Let's stay on board with him as he figures it out.
Goes for the pit.
Yeah, he goes to the pit stop.
The gap between Yuppie and Hochi is not really widening out. It's like 10 seconds for a while right now.
Yeah. So Hochi's doing, he's driving consistently, but Yuppie's doing a great job of keeping him within that same distance. The thing is that Yuppie seems to be using up a lot more of his DRS, while Hochi is, yeah, he's not using much at all.
Still good, even considering the start Hochi had.
Yeah.
Most likely with the good lights.
Yeah, I think he was, and Yuppie got a really bad start, if you recall, because he was past, him and Vapor, they were passed by Monkey Mafia. So they had to fight their way back, and they would have lost some time there. And with the start that Hochi got, he was like 7 seconds ahead. Really, this was like as if Hochi was only 3 seconds ahead. So who's the closest battle on track right now? I think Domingo's behind Monkey. He's starting to catch him a bit.
He might even get DRS on the next straight. Close for 1 second. He has to push it.
Yeah, he's there. He's 8/10 back. Let's see who gets the better exit here. They both get a pretty good exit.
And then a flex it too.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was. It looks, yeah, Daily Dose, I think must have spun a little bit. So Joe G, he started in last place and he's up to 9th, so really nice by him. Domingos with the run on Monkey. So let's see, because they're gonna be side by side into the braking zone, and a nice move by Domingos. Nice driving by both of them. But now Monkey is gonna have the DRS on the next one. So let's see what they can do. They both get pretty good exits. Domingos gets a great exit, actually.
Yeah, Domingos has a great exit. 5 tenths away.
And I think he's going to be too far away. Really nicely done by Domingos. And Football Beast is trying to make a move.
Really called right by Monkey. Really nice.
Yeah, and Frankie is trying to make a move on Nico John in P10. So Frankie just came out of the pits. He's on brand new softs, so his tires are going to be that much faster. But it's not quite enough.
Goes for it.
Oh, but he's going to go around the outside. And he gets the move done on the outside. What a move. So Frankie with a very brave move. But that's the advantage of those fresh tires. But take nothing away from that move because that was an amazing move.
Perfect.
Nico John did really well there. He sat his car on the inside. He said, if you want to take this position, you've got to take the long way around. And Frankie said, okay. Don't mind if I do. Brave move, but really nicely done. But heads up driving by both of them. Nico also as well for leaving that lane open.
Frankie's past Joey already.
Yeah.
Really going for it.
Yeah, so those soft tires are really, really quick here. They're not going to last like that for long, but he's taking advantage of what he's got for now.
Oshie just pit quite early, as you say.
Yeah, but he's committed to the two-stopper. He's committed to the two-stopper. So I know that Yeppy can make a one-stop work. And if his paces can be consistent enough through his stints, I'm wondering what's going to be the fastest strategy here, because we know Hochi's fast, but is he fast enough to make up the time for a second pit stop?
Well, he had a 10-second lead, so I think he's opting for a fast lap of done in the end.
Yeah.
Just to get the extra point.
Yeah. He should be able to stay in front based on his pace, but we'll see. It also depends on whether he's going to get stuck in traffic or not.
And Rusty crashed out hard. He's still in the
Oh, wow, he did. It looks like turn 2. So he's lost a piece of his wing. I wonder what happened there.
And he was just on fresh tires.
Well, I think that's the danger of the fresh tires here is, you have the tire warmers that heat up the surface of your tires, but the inner core of the tire is not always warm when you get right out of the pits. It takes a couple laps or so, especially medium or hard.
Sometimes you feel really confident when you put those tires on, but like you said, you have to be really calm on the first lap.
You got to work them up, yeah.
He's really losing a lot of time here because of so long and towards the pit.
So Hochi's he's got to run on Vapor. Vapor's jumping into the pits. Hochi stays out. So now we'll have to see when does Yeppy pit, because we know he can go long. This is his 8th lap now on those softs. I would expect.
Maybe put on the hards. Different strategies from the top runners.
Yeah, he's going to the end.
So it's the windows of hards. Need to wait for Monkey Muff in the exit.
Oh, so Monkey Muff is going to have lost time because Domingo's getting by him and stopping his release on the exit of the pit, on his pit box. So that'll cost him a bit. Yeah, in fact, it looks like Domingo's jumped him in the pits. So we're on board with Hochi.
Almost 1.1 seconds. Yeppy.
Although
I think Yeppy will go into the pits.
I think Yeppy will, because he's starting to really slow down. He's losing the stability of those tires. It's specifically those to the rear, it looks like. So Hochi's got to
hold the Hochi much longer.
No, but Hochi does have to be patient because he can't really, he can't lose the wing here. Yeah, but he's nice and easy to do that. Yeah. Now you'll have to go to the left. He does.
But the DRS will kick in right now.
Yeah. And there he goes, Yeppy into the pit. So what tire is Yeppy gonna put on? Let's stay on board with Yeppy. So he's going on to the mediums. So can he do 17 laps?
I think that's a bit optimistic.
I think it is, but
sector 1, yellow. It's not Hochi.
I think that was Rusty. Rusty was slow for a second, as Daly does to death gets a 3-second penalty. So let's go on board with Frankie. Frankie is in 6th place, just behind Monkey Mafia in 5th.
Really
And spit
Going
check.
down a gap of 10 seconds.
Spit check is making a move on broken controller on the main straight into the braking zone of turn 1. So really nicely done by spit check. It's really nice to see him battling for position. Putting that Renault to good use. So nice move by spit check. Now broken controller's just behind him. He's got the DRS, but he's not close enough. Exit wasn't good enough either. So this is a nice battle then, because we've got Broken in P9, Spitcheck in P8, and Joe G in P7. As Spitcheck
don't forget also Sick. He's also 1 second behind.
And he's got fresher tires. Yeah. So this, and there's a touch there from Broken, and Daily Dose is out. So that's the first DNF of the day for Daily Dose. Unfortunate for him.
The safety car.
I didn't see where the car got left, but doesn't look like it. Sector 1, it looks like. Looks like in turn 2. So this will be interesting on the main straight because these guys are really close to each other.
There's one big DRS train, and when there's situations like that, it's really hard to overtake. Also, Stick is trying to overtake, but he doesn't have enough DRS deployment.
I think it's possible for Spitcheck to make. No, I think he's going to be too far back. Yeah. Also,
goes for overtake maybe. He does. Needs some good braking.
Yeah, nice move by
he makes it
Oso.
Well.
Yeah, really nice move by Oso. Really late on the brakes there. That was as late as could be. Nicely done. But now Spitcheck's got the DRS on Joe. And he makes a move. He makes the move on Joe. So Joe passed up there, but I think Joe's still looking good in the long run here.
Different strategy.
Different strategy, yeah. But nice move nonetheless by Spitcheck. Spitcheck is now clear, and he looks to be using that pace in the clear air to try to get further ahead. So now I'm on board with Frankie, Football Beast. Again, he's just behind Monkey Mafia. They're getting through Sector 3. Or rather, finishing up Sector 2 to get to Sector 3.
I think he will get DRS.
Not quite close enough, but he will get a ton of slipstream here. And he's on the faster tire. So the gap should be... Oh, but he's
already.
Yeah, that's true. And on that exit, Monkey Mafia got a great exit, so the gap is not closing. It's building up. It's getting bigger.
There's also a battle for P8, also sick.
Yeah, so
Joey.
Let's stay on board with Oso. Oso in the Haas. Oso who had just an amazing podium at Zandvoort. Running out of fuel in the end and still making it across the line. He's... Oh. Yeah. That was actually a little dangerous, but they get it done. So nice move by Oso. He goes a little bit wide, but...
She has a gap of 18 seconds.
Yeah, so he's really built that up. What was that gap exactly when they came out of the pits? It was like, what, was it
4 seconds?
It was something like that, huh?
When the Hochi came out of the pit, he was P3 and that was like 5 seconds.
I thought Yuppie was 10 seconds behind. He was holding it. Oh, that was during the first stint. I think that was during the first stint. So now what's happening? Okay, so we've got Bro Controller. Now he's trying to make a move like Osa did on Joe. He's lining it up for that main straight. He's getting pretty close here. So 9 tenths, or Less than that now. 6/10 behind Joe. He's for sure going to get the DRS here.
Not quite some energy left, but he's not really using the stick through right now.
And he backs off on the high-speed chicane. Meanwhile, yeah, Joe G was able to hold that throttle flat out. Joe G takes the defensive line. And no, broken shoulder's too far back. So nicely done by Joe. And Nico John
retired
in on the exit of the castle. Wow. So who's close to the entrance of the pit? Let's see. Nobody really, except for actually Hochi might. No, he's not gonna. It'll be over by then.
His mediums are only 4 laps old.
But he could pit now for mediums and not have to pit again.
Oh, you're right.
He could.
But I think the safety car will be blocked by then. Most likely.
Yeah, I think so. We'll stay on board with him and see what he does. It looks like he's going to stay out. Looks like he thought about it for a second, but he stays out.
Yeah, thought about it. The safety car is still on, so...
Yeah. And, yeah, everyone's back to green flag racing. So Nico John doing really well there to wait for green flag racing to come back.
Domingo's really took an advantage out of that virtual safety car because he's right behind Faber.
Yeah, he is. He's 4/10 behind. He's got the DRS. He's 3.5 tenths behind. Oh, and a yellow in turn 1. Who is that? Rusty in turn 1.
He's really having a hard race right now.
He's having a tough day. Unfortunate for Rusty, but if he keeps pushing, he'll still be able to grab some good points here today.
Yep, he needs to continue.
The Domingos. This is turning out to be quite the battle because these guys are really just like neck and neck on pace. They seem to be at very similar levels of pace. And Frankie jumps into the pits. So Frankie going in for that second pit stop. I think
Frankie, they broke the front wing.
Yeah. But he'll be able to go to the end on these mediums.
Joey gives the position to him. Wise move.
Yeah, I mean, if you got much older tires, you're usually just asking for a crash because if you have a fast guy behind you on brand new tires.
No point trying to fight.
No.
Anyway.
It's gonna end up just in an accident, a crash.
Little flag.
In sector 2, so it looks like
Rusty again in the castle section.
Oh man, and he's been it completely. He's into the runoff area. So let's go on board with. He should be able to reverse and then get back into the castle section, but
don't pull
a Mahavir Raghunathan. He can do it.
And Frankie just passed broken throttle.
He did. That's not the most conventional place to pass, but using the extra grip he's got available for good use. So he's back on the track. So we're happy to see Rusty was able to get the car reversed and back up through the castle. I'm sure he's frustrated, but this will be a good test of his resilience here. He can do it.
You never know when there's a safety car, you can get come back.
You really don't. I mean, he can still fight with Joe G for that 10th position. And Rusty retires.
He's had enough.
I think, yeah, I think he might have crashed again in that high-speed left-hander at the end of sector 2. So unfortunate for Rusty.
Oh, also think is already aiming for his next target, Spishek.
Yeah.
He's slowly climbing the field.
And these guys, I think, are going to have to pit again because they're already on 6-lap old tires.
They might put it to the end.
They might, yeah, actually you're right. Because that's like 16 lap totals on the medium.
It will be tough, but...
Also clips the wall. Spitchek keeping it very tidy on the track.
Spitchek gets a proper exit.
Yeah, he did. But I think Spitchek had to back off a bit on the throttle there through the high-speed chicane. But he seems to be far enough ahead that it doesn't matter.
Both drivers have no DRS.
Yeah.
DRS
yeah, fully out of ERS.
Taking the next corners.
But you can see Oso's braking later into the corners, and Spitchek conversely is braking earlier, but that's allowing Spitchek to get the better exits out of the corners. But he does go wide there, so Oso gains a couple tenths just there alone.
5 tenths.
Oh! And Spitchek had gone a bit wide and had to really slow down.
Also, must be thrilled by that.
Yeah, he can see that Spitchek is struggling a bit, but Oso's getting a little bit out of shape as well, so it's really a back and forth battle here for who's got their car under them at the moment.
Domingo and Vapor are in some similar positions.
Yeah, so let's go on board with Domingos, because same idea there with them, with the tires. Their tires are similarly worn at the moment, so no advantage there.
But Vapor has saved up quite some ERS.
He has.
He makes use out of it right now.
He has, and he's defending. And so Domingo's not going to be able to get by here, even with DRS. So really nicely done by Vapor.
Hochi has a 22-second gap between himself and Yuppie.
Yeah, if he keeps pushing like this, he should be able to build up the gap to be about a pit stop, so that he can cover himself in case he does need to. Well, he's going to have to pit again, I think.
He can just put on the softs and get faster down.
It seems like
I think the pit stop takes about 16 to 18 seconds.
So, I think it's a little less than 20. And Joji just went into the pit, so he did nicely on those hard tires, and now he's on the mediums.
Road controller also went into the pit.
Yeah, so he's going to go into the hard.
The exit.
It looks like it's going to be really close.
But the hard tire is a bit weird choice.
Yeah, because he doesn't need to go that long. It was only going to be 9-10 laps.
I'm not sure how many times did he pit already?
I think this is the second stop. Let's see.
Should have had other tires?
Yeah. He should have probably used like some soft or something. But he'll do the best he can with his hards. And meanwhile, we're on board with Domingos. Domingos in P4, just behind Vapor in P3. They're on the main straight. Domingos has got the DRS. He's 3 tenths behind. He's going to be able to...
Also just crashed into Castle.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And Domingos... Domingos went wide into turn 1. He outbraked himself on the inside, but he braked way too late. He went wide. Vapor with some really heads-up driving. He saw the guy throw it down the inside. He braked a little more than he needed to, but he backed off to let Domingos run wide and then did the switchback and took the position back. So, nicely done by Vapor.
Vapor is really driving home, I think.
I think Vapor...
For the right moments.
We've seen so much improvement with Vapor. It's really, really exciting to see, because you could see that the speed was always there, and I think what's coming together now is everything around that, like the racecraft. So it's really nice to see. football beast. So Frankie is just behind Spicek. And Spicek is on the much older tires, 5-lap olders on the mediums. As Oso pits. So he's another one that's going up to the hard tires. So I'm not sure if I understand those hard tires, but
might be a mistake.
It could be. And meanwhile, Joe, who had started in 13th place, he's up in the 9th, so he's doing pretty good. And he's on a faster tire than Broken in front of him, so he has a chance to potentially close that 8-second gap to have a chance at the end for a pass. I think he can. So we'll stay on board with Frankie. Frankie's just behind Spicek. This is the battle for P6.
Spicek can defend with his ERS deployment.
And again, we see how consistent Spicek is. Spicek is just able to keep the car very nice and tight through the corners.
He holds a bit of struggle in these turns.
He does. And Frankie, he backed off in a way because he didn't want to be too far ahead of Spicek too early. He didn't want Spicek to get that the slipstream back on him. But he makes the move, and he's flying past with the DRS. So nicely done by Frankie.
Easy overtake.
Yeah. So now the challenge will be for Spicek to stay with Frankie to see if he can make a move back on the main straight again. But it seems like Frankie's pace is that much better, that bit better, and he's on pressure tires.
Better tires, yeah.
Let's go on board Domingos, because Domingos, yeah. I think we saw that at the same time. We're looking at the deltas.
These two guys are always battling each other. So nice to see.
What do you do as commentators, Stein? You look at the deltas, right? You got to look at the deltas. You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss any battles, right? So let's see. Domingos 1 second behind. They're both on these hard tires. No advantage on the tires. Who's going to get the better exit here? Who's going to blink first? And Vapor gets a good exit.
Domingos won't have DRS.
I don't. Oh, he's in now. Yeah, he's in now. Vapor was actually over that second, but I think he must have backed off slightly through that high-speed chicane or something because Domingos was able to get closer, but it's not quite enough still.
Domingos has to be patient, wait for a slight mistake.
Yeah. Meanwhile, try not to make any mistakes of his own. All right, so what's going to happen here? He's still He's 1.1 behind Vapor. They still have.
Curious to know if Yuppie will be able to ride out his stint, or will he go for another pit stop? Because he's on 9 laps old tires, and there's still 7 laps to go.
At this point, I don't think his strategy, whatever he's doing, is going to do anything to help him get in the lead. So now, if I were Yuppie, I would start thinking, all right, how is my strategy going to affect whether I keep position 2 or second position here? Because
I think the best choice should be to go for a pit, enter slightly behind. He might enter behind Domingos.
I think he would be behind Domingos and Vapor.
Yeah, difficult choice to make.
But that gamble that he tried to do something, and credit to Yuppie because Hochi goes into the pit, so he's going to go onto the soft tires. And he's out of the pits, just ahead. What is he? 12 seconds ahead now? 10 seconds ahead? But yeah, that gamble that Yuppie did to try to do something to challenge Hochi at the front, it hasn't worked out exactly, just because Hochi has been just, to put it simply, he's just too fast today. But
he has to focus on P2.
He does. But now, because of the position he's put himself in, if he pits again, he's going to lose the track position. He'd come back out in fourth.
He's also great tire management.
I think he can pull it off, because if he backs off a little bit to save the tires, he still has a 16-second gap behind the Vapor, so we'll see what happens.
The pits is 18 to 19 seconds. Pit stop itself.
He would be on the faster tire behind these guys, but
yeah,
that's all.
He has to do 2 overtakes then.
He does, and it's risky because if you clip a wing or something, you could lose that advantage that you had. So we'll stay on board with Domingos.
Domingos and Faber are still battling each other.
Yeah, well, this is the battle for the podium, so no one's going to let up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see what happens. They get through the castle section really nicely through there.
Exit.
Oh, and Domingos gets a little bit sideways there on the exit, a little squirrely on the rear end.
Has to stay within 1 second. All he has to do.
But Vapor's able to break out of that second. Yeah, Vapor's very consistent there in Sector 3. But Domingos is within a second now.
Domingos really using a lot of ERS deployments.
Yeah, he's using it. He's using it to get close, but then when Vapor sees that he's close, he uses his back. So it's a game of chess at the moment. But we're gonna stay on board with these guys because this is the closest battle on the track at the moment. So Domingos with the DRS.
You notice the gap between Vapor and Yuppie is slowly declining. It was 16 seconds, it's 13 seconds now.
But it's back up to 16.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because that's the gap to Hochi.
Yeah, to Hochi, sorry.
It's all good. I don't think, I think that with the way everything's going, it seems like Yuppie's going to be able to hold on to second.
Yeah,
but those
safe.
Yeah, but those tires at some point are going to fall off the cliff. So I think, how many more laps? 5 laps to go, or 4 laps? No, it's going to be 5 laps plus the end of this one. So he'll have done 12. I think it's a 17 lap stint that he's trying on these mediums. So that's not going to be easy.
Vapor has a 2-second lead over Domingos.
Yeah, so Domingos must have gone wide somewhere.
And Hochi just set the fastest lap.
Really nicely done by Hochi.
43.8, well done. That's an impressive race.
Yeah, it really is.
Hochi.
Really is.
But he had a big advantage at the start. You need to take that into consideration.
He did, but he would still be 6 seconds ahead there, so no one can take that away from him today.
Getting back already at Vapor. It's only 1.5 seconds right now.
Yeah, back up a bit to 1.7, but he is inching a little bit closer. Oh, and he goes a bit wide there.
Deltas, the rear of the grid. Also, Sig might be getting close towards Joey at the end.
And Frankie goes into
6 seconds now.
Yeah, Frankie jumps into the pits. So I think is Monkey going to make the pass on him? I think he might make the pass on him. If not, they're going to be really close here. Nope. Just behind. Just behind. So this will be a nice battle to watch for the end. Monkey Mafia. And hey, what did we say at the beginning of the race? The Monkey Mafia's been consistent that, we're going to look for him to get a top 5. This is his opportunity for a top 5. It's been presented on a platter, but he's got to fight for it. He's got to earn it.
It's a fight for it, and Frankie's going great as well.
And they both have brand new soft tires, so no tire advantage. This is going to come down to skill and determination here. What can he do?
He's has a great race so far.
He's
Started
fast.
from P8, now P5.
He's a quick driver, so he's not gonna give it up easily.
No, he won't. He won't. Fight for it.
Yes, he is.
Domingos now 1.3 seconds behind Vapor.
Yeah, so let's go back to Domingos because Domingos is closing that gap nicely. I think Domingos has at this stage of the race the slightly better pace But he's also has to watch out for any mistakes that he's making. And it looks like there's a lap car that gets out of the pits just in between them. But that'll mean that Domingos gets the DRS. So that'll help.
Yes, advantage out of it.
Yeah, that'll help him. That'll help him slightly.
Vapor's really strong in these corners. That's really.
But Domingos is able to close the gap slightly there. So 1.1, 1 second. Yeah, yep. So now they're going up into the castle section. Domingos is 7/10, so he's closed the gap nicely. It seems like Vapor's struggling a bit more with these tires than Vapor.
Also, Slick has some interference.
He does.
Of the blue marker car.
He does. He's on the faster tires, so he's trying to unlap himself. But at this stage of the race, I probably would have waited to the DRS main straight to try to get back ahead. But he backs off. So
Domingos will get DRS.
he will.
But look at Vapor. His DRS battery, it's full.
Yeah, really.
Plenty opportunity to defend.
Really nicely done so far by Vapor. Because all things considered, for him to have that pace without using the ERS overtake is really, really, really nicely done by Vapor.
They really are super brands right now. Only 2 laps to go.
And Vapor's been so consistent. He did DNF at Monaco, but he's usually able to keep his nose clean, and he fights hard. He's got good pace, and that's one of the reasons that he's way up there in the standings in Tier 2. He's in 3rd place at the moment with 101 points. He's just 5 points behind Yuppie. Now, Yuppie's going to extend that lead a little bit here, but this is what's going to keep him in the fight.
Vapor still needs to watch out for Domingos. Domingos won that podium, I'm sure about that.
And they still have this and 2 more laps to go, so we're talking about, what is that, about 5 more minutes worth of racing here. So that's almost like an eternity. And he's right there. Yeah, exactly, especially when you got someone right up your rear view. Fastest lap by Hochi. Really nicely done by Hochi. I would show a bit more of Hochi here, but he's kind of all alone up front, so not much to see there.
Good exit.
He does. But Domingos gets a pretty good exit as well. Really nicely done through there. Now he's close enough. He's close enough.
Going to try for it.
He's going to try the move. He's got enough overtake to get close. He might be running out, but I still think he's not quite enough, but he's going to try to get beat. Wow, really close stuff. But now he's closer for that 2nd straight, so Vapor used a lot more of the ERS there. Great exit by Vapor. I don't think he's going to be close enough.
But Vapor is also depleting his battery right now.
He is. Oh, and Domingos locks up. He locks up. There goes Vapor, so he's got to keep pushing to see if he has any chance, any hope of trying to get past Vapor, but those tires are starting to go. They're not able to grip as much as he's demanding for them to do. And you see that when you can see that when he locks up, he's turning the car, but the car just keeps going straight. So really dangerous. He's got to be careful through the castle section.
All come down to the last lap, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and the leaders are on the final lap.
I think Hochi just did 26 time trial laps.
Pretty much.
I don't think he did overtake Nico right after his pit stop. after that it was a lonely race for him.
Yeah, so really nicely done today by Hochi. Also very nicely done by Yuppie. You can see why he's in the championship lead so far. Domingo's 1.2 seconds.
Gap over Vapor.
He did. And Yuppie, amazingly today, has been able to do that soft to medium strategy.
Yes, always have to do fighting.
Very, very impressive. So Yuppie's starting to get a really good understanding for what these cars are able to do, and further, he's able to do what many can. He's able to make these tires last, which gives him an advantage because this compound is faster than the hard tire compound.
The gap between Domingos and Vapor is declining again.
It is. So
1 second now.
Is it possible that we're gonna?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Like
Vapor looks like he's. Is he gonna run out of fuel close to? I think he might be in lean mode.
I'm not sure about any time penalties, but I don't think these two drivers have any.
I don't think they have any. So this is going to be a drag race down to the line as Hochi crosses the line. So congratulations to Hochi.
Fastest lap as well.
We'll try to get him in here for an interview.
Domingos needs to give everything on the exit. Oh,
a little bit, but it's gonna be a drag race to the line because they're both on similar ERS. He's got to push. What's gonna happen?
Will it be enough?
Oh my goodness!
Come on!
Come on! Mercedes versus. Oh, there's a bit of a squeeze by Vapor, so. I think there's a little bit of naughty behavior, but he left him just about a car's width and 0.02 of a second back.
Impressive.
Really nicely done. We'll see if we can get Hochi in here, but in the meantime, these guys still have to finish the race. Really nicely done by Monkey Mafia. He wasn't able to get past Frankie from up east in the end, but take nothing away from him. A P6 is still really, really nicely done today. Spit check. It's nice to see him battling with guys, battling for position, getting in the mix. He's got the P7. Nicely done by Spit check. Very nicely done by Spit check. So we'll see if we can get Hochi in here because, man, oh man, we've got to understand what the secrets to his race are because I need to know them for tomorrow. I need all the help I can get. I'm honestly just hoping.
He was impressive the entire race. So consistent.
And he made all the right choices too because he had an opportunity to pit a little bit early under virtual safety car, but he decided to stay out. And personally, I wasn't sure if that was the right move, but it was the right move in the end.
Yeah. He just went for the softs instead of the mediums. Get the fastest lap as well for that extra point.
So let's see if we can get him in here. I don't know if we will be able to, but we can give it a try. Where's Hochi? PRL. Let's see if we can have a word with him. I'll send him an invite. So this is the order here, yeah. Hochi did have one time penalty, but nothing major. I think Hochi just got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. You there?
Yo.
Oh man, so I lost 9, but I wanted to bring you in here, man. What a race! So we're live here. I wanted to bring you in here to see what your thoughts were on that race. Yeah. That was an amazing race. How did that go for you?
Well, I guess I paid someone because I got like green lights and I was like expecting a dive bomb or something in turn one. And then I was like, where the fuck is everyone? Is this?
It seems like there was some kind of glitch with the lights, but let that take nothing away from you because in the end you were far ahead, and I think there may have been a few seconds of an advantage with the lights, but even if we were to remove that, it wouldn't have made a difference. I mean, really nicely
Yeah,
done
I
today.
mean, I felt super comfortable here in Baku, like all week long practicing and all the month. I mean, this is one of my better tracks either way. So after quali, seeing that I was like a second and a half faster, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take this easy, avoid the dive bomb in turn one, turn two, and just keep going.
And you did really nicely to be consistent because we saw so many people clip walls or have incidents. I think Rusty, especially like when he got on the hard tires in his last stint, and those things are pretty cold at first, right? But he unfortunately missed a couple braking points. He went into some runoff areas, but you were able to keep your nose clean and be consistent. So really nicely done, Hochi.
Thanks, man. Yeah, the hard tires in this game are, well, they're a bit trashy.
Right.
It's kind of like last resource, go hard.
Now,
Um, but yeah,
and what did you think about Yuppie behind you? Because Yuppie, he was able to do the one stop on the medium, on soft to mediums.
yeah. I mean, that was one of the strategies. I mean, like extend the soft compound and then go medium. You just finish on medium. So I'm like, I know Yapi. I know how he races. Like he races clean. Like he never gets any penalties even,
Right, right.
which becomes a little bit annoying as well.
Right.
But because I always have to watch it out. But then again, but when I saw him like extending the stint and then going mediums, I was like, yeah, the brother's gonna finish on mediums. So props to him. Good job.
Yeah.
Really.
Well done to Yuppie. Well, I definitely just wanted to get your thoughts on that race. Thank you for joining me, Hochi. Really nicely done. Stein was joining me today for the commentary, so big thank you to Stein's app for putting in or volunteering here, so to speak, to commentate with us. But that's going to be it here. Everyone for tuning in, and thank you again, Hochi, for joining me here for an interview. All right, take care, everybody.